You know, guys, there's some real big misconceptions here about the Constitution of the United States and the amendments. The Constitution, when they start out here, and they got all these articles in here, they're telling you how the government is being set up. That's basically how it works. They're saying, you know, in here what they're going to do, and how that they're not going to pass any laws that are retroactive. Then, yeah, like Article 1, Section 9, Section 3 of that. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. Okay? Then they're talking about taxes and all this other stuff. Then, you got to remember that. And here's Article number 6. That the Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and all the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Any law that conflicts with the Constitution is null and void. Now, like I said, this is kind of like the, you know, what they're going to do and things like that. Then you get to the amendments. When you start getting to the amendment, like I said, this is how the government's set up. Then you get to the Bill of Rights. And when you get to the Bill of Rights, that's the things that the government is not allowed to interfere with. Do you understand? I better say this again. Give me a second here, people. The amendments are down here. So start out 1791. Like I said, everything before the Bill of Rights is how the government is set up, where the judicial power is, and things like that. And then you get to the amendments. The amendments in the Constitution is what the government is not allowed to stick their little fingers into. Like, so no, Congress shall make no laws respecting establishment of religion. Do you understand this? You understand where this is going? Before you get to the amendments, you have how the government's set up. So I don't want any kind of misconceptions of how this is done. When you get to the amendments, these are the things that they are not allowed to be messing with. You have a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. They can't be sticking their damn fingers into this. No soldiers shall be, quartered in any houses, the right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects, unless they have a warrant. They've already overstepped their boundaries right there with that no-knock warrant. I don't care how they label anything. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. When they start doing things like the no-knock warrants, that conflicts with the Constitution. It's null and void. And it goes on and on. But I want you to know how the Constitution is set up. You have the Constitution, which tells you about how the government's set up. The Bill of Rights are things that they're not allowed to stick their little fingers into. Thanks for oh, wait a minute. The Democrats, they don't want you to know this. And the Republicans should know better. These gun laws, unconstitutional. They're not allowed to stick their fingers in to this. This background checks and all that stuff. They can be shoving all this stuff up the place where they sit. Nope. This is how it's set up, people. I want you to keep that in mind. This is how it's supposed to be working, but it's not because we let it. Because we were too stupid. We didn't know the difference. We really didn't. We had a misconception that the government was giving us these things that we could do and what we couldn't do. It's not how it was set up. It was set up to restrict the government. I hope that helps you understand it a little bit better. You have your contract, and then you have things that the government is not allowed to do, like excessive bail, you know, all these things. It's all in here. You have your Constitution, you've got your Bill of Rights, and those Bill of Rights says the government cannot stick their fingers into your life. Thanks for watching.